So EPs and fragments in DID. What's the difference? So we're talking about the difference between an emotional part, EP, and a fragment in dissociative identity disorder, or OSDD. They're not the same thing. And if you're part of a system, this might help you understand your internal world a little bit better. So the term emotional part comes from something called structural dissociation theory. An EP is a part of the self that holds trauma. They're usually stuck in survival mode, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, and they can feel like they're reliving the trauma all over again. So if a part comes forward and says, I'm still in that moment, it's still happening, they're likely an EP. They may feel young, scared, angry, or really protective. Now, a fragment is different. A fragment isn't a full part. It doesn't have a full sense of self. It might just hold one emotion, one memory, or one role. For example, a part that only cries but can't speak, or a part that only comes out to scream or hide, could be a fragment. They're often nonverbal, and they don't usually have a name, age, or identity the way alters or EPs might. Here's a quick comparison. EPs are usually considered trauma holding, often protective, and sometimes more developed. Fragments are like puzzle pieces, smaller, more narrow, and often just holding one feeling or function, perhaps even a memory. EPs may have speech, memories, or strong emotional presence. Fragments may not talk at all, but you definitely still feel them. Both EPs and fragments are valid. They're not less real. They just have different jobs. Fragments can even develop into more coherent parts over time, especially in therapy or a safe community. So if you're part of a system, understanding what a part does, not just who they are, can be really helpful in building internal communication. Whether it's a fully developed protector or a quiet fragment that only shows up when you're overwhelmed, every part of you exists for a reason. Be gentle with them and yourself. They're doing their best to keep you safe. Follow for more trauma-informed content and information, and maybe we'll also get into, is there a difference between working with fragments and full parts?